Hey, it's Tim. I'm making popovers with these 7 ingredients. 3 large eggs that get whisked thoroughly before adding 2 cups of 110 degree milk. I warmed it in the microwave. 3 tablespoons of melted butter and a teaspoon of sugar. And that gets all whisked thoroughly to combine and then set aside while we mix the dry ingredients. 11 ounces of bread flour and a teaspoon of salt. That's it. That gets whisked together, and then the liquid ingredients get added to that slowly. It's going to be lumpy, but as you add the liquid to it slowly and whisk it thoroughly, the lumps will come out. And once it's completely mixed, we're going to set it aside for an hour, and then we'll talk about this pan. So Bread Illustrated, the book from America's Test Kitchen, says use shortening and then flour to prepare the pan. And we're going to bake these in the oven at 450 degrees for the first 20 minutes, then turn the oven down to 300 degrees and go for another 30 minutes, and then a remaining 10 minutes. So a total of an hour and 10 minutes of cooking time, almost. So I was thinking about that, and I thought, this recipe reminds me of the Dutch baby pancake that I've seen on YouTube, where it puffs up in a frying pan. It's cooked in a hot frying pan, and it's a batter similar to this. And I thought, I wonder if that would work, because I don't have a popover pan, but I'm following Bread Illustrated's recipe, so I'm going to give this a shot. So I ended up having enough batter to make 10 of these, so I had to add a little bit to the tin to get it full. And then I bake them for 20 minutes at 450, pull them out, stick a skewer in every one of them. That's to let the steam out. They go back in the oven for another half an hour, with the oven turned down to 300. And then when they come out, you stick them again to let out the steam, and then let them cool. And you can see they've puffed up. They look great, which is pretty cool given that there's no leavening. There's no baking powder or baking soda or yeast, of course. They look pretty good, but the bottom looked like it's separated, which kind of puzzled me. But I've never made popovers, so I thought, what the heck? They might be okay. But when I tore them open, they're kind of doughy. And although they tasted great, how could they not? It's butter, eggs, and milk, basically, with some flour to hold it together. They didn't eat well. They were too gummy. So I thought about it some more, and I cracked open another book, the book How to Cook Everything by Mark Bittman, and I'll put his recipe for popovers because that's what this second batch is. It's his recipe. And I didn't have to flour the tin. I just put shortening in it. I put it in the oven, got it hot, 450 degrees, baked them for 15 minutes, turned the oven down to 300, baked them for another 15 minutes, and checked them. I gave them another 5 minutes, I think, and then pulled them out. And these were much better. They were very light. You could feel they were very light and airy to feel. And when they're broken open, they're very, very open structure, not doughy at all. They're really tasty. So I'm going to put the recipe for this in the description, and make these popovers. Don't make them twice. Get it right the first time. Thanks for watching.